corruption was simply devolved, and it's a way of life. That in Wajir, you know that this government and this system, this is how it works, and this is how people benefit directly. And that is a problem that we seem to want to cure, but politically it does not work for us. If you go to the Senate, and as far as impeachment is concerned, you can manipulate one or two people and you escape. And that we are not able to capture that monster called corruption. Do you agree that even the devolved systems are actually the biggest homes of corruption?
No, Fred, I disagree. I disagree because what are we talking about here? What are the budgets of county governments? We're talking about 10% of current running budgets. So while I cannot rule out corruption at counties, and I can't brush every governor or every county government with the same brush, it's a fact that we are facing a problem of corruption in Kenya. But what are the levels here? County governments get about 10% of running budgets. 10%, because what we got this financial year is 415 billion out of almost 4 trillion shillings. Mm-hmm. So relatively, 70% or thereabout of that budget going to counties services recurrent budgets. When we have very slim budgets for development, where maybe corruption can happen. So while corruption can be there in every level of government, it surely may not be the case. I mean, it may not be, the magnitude is less at the county levels than it could be at national level. Because what are the budgets you're talking about? You can only corrupt things when the budget is there. If it's less, then it is more where their budgets are high. So, but that said, I will welcome the tone at the top by President Ruto to fight corruption. And when a president comes out, like President Uhuru at some point, before his term ended, came out saying that we lose about 2 billion shillings a day. As a president, any word you say is taken with a lot of weight. So if that is true, and I don't want to disbelieve what he said, then we are losing a lot of money through corruption. But Kenyans have been gaslighted to believe that corruption heavily happens at the county levels. It may not be the case. It's certainly not the case because budgets are much less at county levels than they are at national level. But because of vulnerabilities of county governors, governors been dragged to all these regulatory bodies and institutions like EACC and DCI and all these kind of things. The public sees governors being questioned every other time. If it's not Parliament, it is EACC. If it's not EACC, it's DCI. So this is what public sees. And it politically, it works for the national government to put focus on county governments. So while politics is at play, I want Kenya and Kenyans and leaders for that matter to come down to our senses. First accept that there's a problem here. And then how do we bail the cat? How do we tame corruption? It happens in every level, but much less at county level, so I believe.
Do you agree with the Deputy Governor that we are being